from Cleveland's most accurate weather team. This is 19 First Alert Plus, sponsored by the man that makes them pay, Tim Misney.
All right, Chris Ryan, the 19 News Digital Studios with your First Alert forecast. And we are on air talking about a First Alert weather day for Tuesday. Let's bring in 19 First Alert meteorologist Samantha Roberts. Sam, good evening to you. So we've got storms inundating parts of the Midwest tonight, and those storms are making their way here. Just talk about the timing and just the latest on the severity of those storms and what we'll see here.
Yeah, so things are pretty quiet out there tonight. We have a lot of 60s across Northeast Ohio. It's really almost early June-like out there tonight, but you can see it's a busy evening across parts of southeastern Minnesota, moving into west central Wisconsin, and then across the Central Plains. We've got some storms blowing up here north of Wichita, moving into Kansas City. More storms across the river there from North Texas into parts of southern Oklahoma, and then you can see off to the east it's pretty quiet here other than some activity across the state of Florida. Here we're just kind of waiting on the storms to move in, but you can see them up towards Wisconsin and, as I mentioned, Minnesota. So it's a very busy weather night. That's the exact same system that will impact us tomorrow. Now, Chris, over the next 12 hours, I think things will be relatively quiet. I do have a little rain chance in the morning, just kind of some isolated showers. There's going to be a warm front moving through in the morning, so can't quite rule out a few showers, but most of our activity will come in during the afternoon. So the hour-by-hour forecast for tomorrow kind of looks like this. You have that spotty shower chance in the morning through midday, and then 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. is when we're expecting most of our thunderstorm activity, and some of those storms may be severe. I'm most concerned about damaging wind threat. There is a threat for a few tornadoes, although I will say right off the bat, not every thunderstorm is going to produce those, more extreme types of weather, but it is a possibility with some thunderstorms. Could also be dealing with some large hail, and heavy rain is also going to be an issue with these storms tomorrow. So I would pay close attention to the weather tomorrow, especially between 2 and 10.
Sam, kind of go into that a little bit more in depth. When storms like these that we may experience tomorrow, the volatility of these storms, it takes a lot to produce violent storms, to produce tornadoes. Talk about the recipe that's needed, and is our area a part of that recipe? Are the conditions going to be ripe for those type of strong storms?
Yeah, I think so, Chris. It's going to be more humid than it was today, so we're going to have a lot of moisture to work with. If we can get some good shear going, that's winds changing direction with the height as you go up in the atmosphere, so we can get some storms spinning. Again, it is going to be a little bit more humid, so that will help out thunderstorm development as well. You can see the first part of the day, really no significant weather issues. It's kind of quiet. I think a lot of people are probably going to be having lunch outside tomorrow, but watch what happens after 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon. You see those big storms moving in. Some of these may be severe. It might be more than one round. Maybe we end up with a break late afternoon before some additional storms in the afternoon. And I think both of these rounds will need to watch for that threat of high winds, heavy rain, hail, lightning, and even a tornado cannot be ruled out. We got to get this cold front out of here, and then we can settle into some more quiet weather for Wednesday.
All right, Sam, let's take a moment, 15 seconds. Let's hear a word from our sponsor. Stand by.
I've represented families just like yours for over 4 decades. Listen, if you need me, call me. I'll be there for you, and I'll make them pay. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye out for you.
All right, Sam, let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. The temperatures, for the most part, they're all over the place. And I mean, what gives and why are these temperatures 81 tomorrow, 55 Wednesday, back up and down? It's kind of like a seesaw effect.
Yeah, so we definitely have a lot of ups and downs. We're going to have a cold front come through tomorrow late in the day. And so behind that, it's going to be much colder. Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon, borderline chilly. I mean, 42 in the morning in April is not horrible, but 55 in the afternoon in late April. Not great, right? We should be well into the 60s this time of the year, so that front ushers in a little push of colder air. And then we warm right back up Thursday, but we're going to be dealing with more storms. And then behind that system, it's a little cooler, right? Friday into Saturday, temperatures are back to below average, which, just for perspective, average highs this time of the year. We really should be in the mid 60s. We just really won't get back to there until late in the weekend into next week. It's funny, this upcoming weekend's forecast, at least how things that stand now, looks pretty much identical to last weekend's forecast. A little morning rain Saturday, drying out, kind of chilly, and then warming back up with sun on Sunday.
It is true what they say, April showers, May flowers, and we're seeing that right now. Absolutely. All right, 19 First Alert meteorologist Samantha Roberts. We appreciate it. We'll see you coming up at the top of the hour. Sam
All right, thanks, Chris.
Sam will have more on that First Alert day for Tuesday, what you need to look out for. That's coming up on 19 News at 10 on Cleveland's 43. We'll also have the Cavs right now absolutely bombarding Miami. That is a sweep in the making right now. Mark Schwab will have highlights from that contest and the rest of your day in news. You can switch over 19 News at 10 o'clock on CW43 and then switch to 19 for the news at 11. I'm Chris Fry in the 19 News Digital Studios. We'll see you in just over 30 minutes.
19 News, now streaming on Samsung Smart TV. Search for channel 1035.
Thanks, Noel.